Welcome to the doghouse. This is going to be a shorty. Not too many people get on here right now, which is fine. Hope you're all having a great day. I know I am as usual. I love going out and enjoying the people around me. Go have coffee every morning, sit there and BS with anybody and everybody, waitresses and customers both. Go there a lot, just enjoying life. I hope all you guys are out there doing the same thing. This is going to be about thank you. I thank all of you for getting on here in my shorts, and mostly you guys do. I have a big following on my shorts, which I very, very much appreciate and love. And I love the people that get on there all the time. I'm not one one to really come out and talk a lot, but sometimes it's okay. Everybody's got their own deals and they do their own thing. But this is thank you for some of the people that's been on here and comes on here. And I've learned a lot from them. I learn a lot from people by just listening. Sometimes, if you sit back and you listen, you will get a better perspective on the whole deal than just one way. A good example of that, and I won't mention names on here, but there was a couple of people on here I very much questioned because I was listening to one point of view only, and I got listened to other things in other places, and I was wrong about them. Everybody has their quirks. Everybody does stupid things in our lives. None of us are an exception, or none of us should think we're an exception because we're not. Every one of us goes out and does things our own way, but you still have to appreciate people like that. Is it so hard to go out and say thank you? Is it that hard to go out and appreciate people around you? We all should really go out and do that. When we appreciate people around us, we have a better perspective on what's going on, and you have more of appreciation for the people around you. And you really do. I found out on here, and I'm not going nowhere, by the way, but I'm just saying on here, I've run into some really, really good people. I may never ever see them in my real life because a lot of these are on the East Coast and I'm in Idaho. So, we don't all get what we want out of things, but we get to learn. And you can learn by listening. Then by listening, you can learn by their actual actions when it comes out what they do or do not do. And you can learn so much by doing that. And we really ought to get so we're better at that. And like I said, I've come on here and made assumptions of people until I got to know them, even though not personally. Things come out, things change, things are different. And you scratch your head going, why did I even think that to start with? But this is about all the good people out there and all the good things you guys have done. You've come on here and made life a lot easier for everybody around you. You've been informing people, you've been sticking up for people, and you know that who you are. Don't really need to name no names here, but I appreciate you all for what you've done and are doing and are going to do in the future because you're going to do the right thing. You're going in with this idea here and you're not going back down from what you believe. And I'm not just talking about people on here. Your whole life, you got to thank people around you, family members and friends. Yes, just like friends, there's some family members you probably ignore. That's a typical thing. Now, there's 10 of us, but I don't ignore my other ones that are still alive. But sometimes we live so far apart, we don't get to see each other. But I thank every one of them for being my siblings. Every one of them. They were such a joy to be around at times. Yes, we did stupid things to each other, but I thank them for being around. A matter of fact, it's kind of funny. There was this, we had to live in this one place, this house. The boys slept in the basement, which was not what you all think. It was really nice. It was set up for bedrooms, but it was still a basement. Well, it kind of had this, wasn't a root cellar, but it was close to it, I guess. I would be playing with my trucks outside of it, but my two older brothers had convinced me that the boogeyman lived in there, and they would, and he hated people. He didn't like humans in his house. They would grab me and throw me in, just hear me scream and holler to get out of the boogeyman's house. But I didn't comprehend. I'm on the outside. I guess that didn't matter too much. It's funny the things we do as kids, but we still thank the people we were around for the most part. I don't know what I'd have done without my family, my mom, my dad, my siblings. No, we're not live close. Well, two of them. I got two brothers and a sister that live close, but one lives out at about 12 miles away. The other one lives about a mile away. The other one a couple of miles. Matter of fact, I can cut across. I can walk to my one brother's place if I want to. And before they put the road in, it was over a mile to get around, or a half a mile get around to go to his place because there's only one way in. Then they put a road through where I'm at, clear across to another road, which made it so I could get there if I want to real quick. But you have to thank people you've been around. You really do. Because when you forget to thank people, you forget who you really are. You're out there doing things for yourself a lot of times, which we all do, but we forget that one thing to do, thank you for other people. And we really do. And I appreciate everyone on here, and I thank everyone on here that listens. No, I'm not a great looking guy. I'm not rich. And I go out in my doghouse to do this stuff. I got another setup in the house, but I come out here. I love listening to people. I love it. I just love people. Now, saying that though, some will scratch their head on this one. I don't like to be around a lot of people at once. Small crowds are fine. Small crowds are better for me. Matter of fact, I love people. If it wasn't for my wife and it was just me, I'd probably live out in the middle of nowhere. I'd come to Idaho in the winter or summertime, and Arizona or Nevada in the wintertime. I just wouldn't care to do anything else if it was just me. But I'm obligated and I love where I'm at. I love, I don't regret not doing the other, but it's what I would do. Uh, but I love what I'm doing and I thank the people around me. I think maybe I'm stupid, I guess, because I love everybody for the most part. There's some that I dislike and would never have nothing to do with, even around me. But as a whole, people are great. And you need to thank them for things they do. It's really a shame that we don't do that. When you can thank people, you're a better person. You can do this in more ways than one. Sometimes we take advantage of somebody and we get them to help us or whatever, and we assume they know we are thankful for them, or it can be vice versa. They like to hear thank you. Thank you is not a dirty word. We've made it out to be a dirty word over the years, but it's not. Thank you is something that we should be proud of and not ashamed. We all need to a good laugh sometimes too. And but sometimes that good laugh is a thankful thing coming from somebody at times. We just need to get back to saying thank you, and I do. I appreciate the people on here so much for what they have done and what they're going to do in the future. Unfortunately, a lot of them I'll never see or know, but on here. And sometimes you want to thank people that you can't thank anymore. Well, you can thank them, but they're no longer with us. I had a sister in February passed away that lived in Hastings, Florida. I talked to her on the phone, but years because we're so far apart to actually see her. But the phone call made everything closer. And I thank her for the opportunities, even though we weren't close. Well, we were close, but so far apart that I thanked her. I thank was able to talk to her, do things with her as far as talking on the phone, talking about siblings and stuff like that. I can't now. Obviously, I can't now, but that's part of life, and I still thank her for it. I like thanking people for things that happen. There's nothing wrong with thanking people. We all should do that more often. It's not that hard to say thank you. It really isn't. We can thank people all the time and it won't hurt. We just got to learn how to get along with people, I guess. And when you do that, you will thank them more. That sounds stupid, but it's true. You have to get it through your head that you're a human being and you love others. Then that word thank you is not that far fetched. It really isn't. It's when we forget to use it, the problem starts. And I really do wish we'd use the word thank you and you're welcome more and appreciate people. We've become a society where we can't appreciate people or we don't think we should appreciate people. What is wrong with people? We all have problems and we all do stupid things, no doubt. But we need to open our arms up to the word thank you and to appreciate things. And we just don't do it. It's an unfortunate thing we do, but I just don't know how to stop it unless, well, I do. It's up to the individual to stop it and go back to saying thank you and all that. Nobody can make somebody do that. But isn't it nice when you can hear somebody say thank you or you're welcome or you appreciate them? You like hearing that stuff. What makes you think that somebody else don't have that same appreciation to hear? It is so interesting to me how many people out there just won't say thank you, regardless if they're thankful for something or not. They will forget how, well, they just don't want to say thank you. But I'm not a proud person. I'll tell anybody thank you and I appreciate you because I do appreciate people on here. I'm 66 years old. You don't get a whole lot of older people on here, but you get some. And that appreciation is there. I don't care if you're 18 or 99. I have the same appreciation for everybody. We need a thank you all the time. Even on here, I put thank you up, and I will get less response from people than if I put something up negative. I'm not complaining, otherwise, I wouldn't have put it up. But it's true. When you have something out there that's more negative and less appreciative of others, it will get more clicks and views, and people will make good money off of that. That's not me. I get on here and I have criticized people, which is well and fine, but we all have our problems in life. One of them shouldn't be saying the word, I thank you, I appreciate you. What is so wrong with that? Why have we got in that situation? It's scary we put ourselves in there. It really is. And how do we get out of it? We probably don't, unless you do it yourself. Don't accept don't expect somebody to tell you when and where to say I thank you, I appreciate you. Don't worry about people saying thinking you can change their mind. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to take that initiative, not them. But I'm so, like I said, and I'm on here and I'm appreciative day, I guess. I grew up on a ranch and I wasn't around a lot of people. I mean, it was desolate. This isn't a lie. This is the way it was. But I tell you right now, I appreciated every minute of it and I'd do it all over again because my heart is full of love for what I've done. I'm just here to say thank you to people. I really am. I'm appreciative of everyone on here and thank you a whole bunch. My heart is there for you for the things you have done and listen to me. Like I said on here, I'll get more afterwards than now, which is fine. I'm not complaining a bit about that. I'm glad you will still listen later on. I'm not I'm not a psycho or nothing, I guess. Maybe if I was a psycho I'd have thousands of views. Which by the way I don't. I don't if I ain't got 1,000 views every day. Now on my shorts I will get that. But on here, no. Because I program pretty much myself to do the shorts. I get anywhere from 200 to over 1,000 a day. I put out 4 or 5 usually. So I get a good response on that. But some things we have to try and improve on. And one thing is improving is talking to more than just putting a short out. I appreciate all of you on here. I really do. We will never meet, but I still appreciate you. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate how you do it. There is so much I'd love to say. If we were here together, we would be chatting a lot, but we're not. We have to do it this way. But I tell you what, every one of you I appreciate. I wish I was around some of these people I meet on here because they're very, very interesting people. I'm a bore. I really am, but some of these people are very interesting people. Now, I don't care. Sometimes you hear these people think that they're more smart than others. I hate that. The reason I hate it is you can't compare, you can compare what they do, but to go around saying, I'm smarter than you, that's not right. Because we always find somebody smarter than us and sometimes dumber than us. That's just life. Look around you, look at things that happen. We don't always have to get negative. We can be thankful for what we have out here. And I do. I really, really thank the people on here. I appreciate every one of you. And I hope you have a good night. It's din din time. God bless all of you. Well, I'll stay on for a minute anyway. But you guys are so nice. The ones I've met on here are really, really good people. I don't have to know them personally, just the way they talk and what they do. Very appreciated of it. And thank you a lot.